Hey guys, welcome back to Wonder Dads Gaming. We're here at Martinsville and qualifying has begun. Right now, Marty Calvert has the fastest time in qualifying with a 19.51. Matthew Heel is in second in the number 53 truck. Kane Vannemark is currently third fastest in qualifying, followed by Zachary Ward in fourth, and Mike Whiting rounds out your top five right now. Let's go ahead and check with Brandon Fiedler right now in qualifying the 39 truck as he lays down his time. Now let's go ahead and hop on board with him real quick and take a ride around this track. Alrighty, right now it looks like Brandon Fiedler is 10th on the leaderboard. And he moves up to the 5th spot in qualifying. Let's take a look at David Galloway Jr. He's out there putting down his qualifying lap. He's in the number 9 Chevrolet Silverado. Looks like he put down a qualifying lap of 8th place right now. Let's go ahead. Jeff Laraway is also out there putting down his lap in the 71 truck. Alrighty, qualifying is about to be wrapped up here momentarily, so bear with us. It looks like 14 trucks have qualified. We still have a couple more guys still left to put down their qualifying laps. I want to thank you all for tuning in here on Thursday night in the iRacing Fun League. We're going to go ahead and get things kicked off here momentarily. It is 8:04. Looks like qualifying has just under a minute left, and then we'll go ahead and grid and walk through the starting lineup. This is race number 7 of the 2025 season. Marty Calvert has been dominant the last couple races. The only ones to break Marty Calvert's dominance is Zachary Ward, who won the first race of the year, and then you also have Corey Goodall, who won at Vegas 2 weeks ago. That should be it for qualifying. It looks like about 8 cars have not qualified. We'll be starting towards the back. Alrighty, let's see. Wes Gallo on pit road. Alrighty, guys, just a few more seconds and qualifying will be wrapped up. Alright, like I said, we are at Martinsville and qualifying is all over. Marty Calvert gets the pole award. He'll be starting first place, followed by Matthew Heel, Kane Vannemark starting third, Zachary Ward fourth. Brandon Fiedler rounds out your top 5. So let's go ahead and start through that starting lineup, or walk through that real quick. So here is your grid. Like I said, Marty Calvert, congratulations, starting on the pole in the number 16 truck. Matthew Heel will be starting in P number 2. Kane Vannemark in the number 4 truck will be starting third. We also have Zachary Ward in the number 5. He'll be starting fourth. Brandon Fiedler rounds out your top 5 in the number 39. Mike Whiting in the 22, he will be starting 6th. Philip Beaver in the number 60, he'll be starting 7th. David Galloway Jr. in the number 9 truck, he'll be starting 8th. Steve Moorman in the number 26, he'll be starting 9th. Jeffrey Belk will be starting 10th in the number 55. Wes Gallo will be starting 11th in the 07 truck. We also have Craig Bridge Jr., who will be starting 12th in the 94. Starting in the 13th place position is Jeff Laraway in the 71 truck. Starting 14th is Jerry LeGrand in the number 48. Starting in the number 95 is John Ziedrich III, 15th. Starting 16th is Eric Olson in the number 64 truck. Starting 17th is Max Troen in the number 8 truck. And then starting in the 18th place is Corey Goodall. Starting 19th, Derek Moore in the 911. Starting 20th is Brian Swope in the number 69. Starting 21st is David Watts in the number 54. And it looks like that does it for the starting lineup. We'll see if we can go ahead and pull up Marty Calvert here in just a moment and congratulate him on starting on the pole. Hey, Marty, it's David up to the booth. You got me?
I do. How's
Hey,
it going?
congratulations for starting on the pole. I know you had to go to the back for winning last week, but congratulations for getting those bonus points for starting up front.
Oh, thanks. Figured I would at least try to see if I could get a better pit stall.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, you definitely want to have that first one. That's going to make it easy out at Martinsville.
Yep. This will be a fun race. It's a long race. Everybody has different braking points and a little different way to approach the corner. So the name of the game is just be patient and survive.
Sounds good, Marty. That basically answers all my questions. Good luck out there. We'll see if you can make it 2 for 2 and go back to back once again.
All right, we'll see what happens.
Alrighty, good luck.
Thanks.
All right, there you heard it from your race. Qualifying on the front row, Marty Culver. He's going to the back because he won last week at the last track. So we're going to get ready to go green flag racing here. It looks like Kane Vandermark is going to step it up, move up that inside row in the number 4 truck. Then we start right next to Matthew Heel. Alrighty, and pace car is off. We're getting ready to go green flag racing for the first time here at Martinsville tonight for 150 laps. Green flag in the air. And Kane Vandermark leads them down into turn number 1. Side by side, Brandon Fiedler and Matthew Heel going at it already out of turn 4, keeping it pretty clean so far early in this race. Lap number 1 underway, and Kane Vandermark gets the first lap led of the night in the number 4 Silverado. Still side by side, that 53 truck hanging on, and now it's Zachary Ward in the number 5. He's going to go to battle with the 53 of Matthew Heel as they go past the start-finish line into turn number 1 on lap number 3. Zachary Ward all over the bumper of the 39 truck trying to catch him as he still goes side by side with Matthew Heel. But look at the inside, the 39 truck looking Brandon Fiedler looking to take that lead away, and he's going to be right there at his quarter panel. And Kane Vandermark still hanging on the lead, but now diving to the inside, it's the 39 of Brandon Fiedler. He's going to take the lead away, and Kane gets pushed up the track, and he's going to spin, lose control, make contact with Steve Moorman. Caution comes out. Jeffrey Belk now involved. He spins sideways down the backstretch, and it is a parking lot back here at Martinsville Speedway. Everybody's checking up. Let's go ahead and take another look at that. Yellow is out for the first time here at Martinsville. There it is. The 4 truck just lost control out of turn 2, made hard contact with Steve Moorman, the 26. Alrighty, so caution number 1 is out of the night, and Brandon Fiedler is your new race leader, followed by Zachary Ward in second. Philip Beavers moved up to the 3rd place position here, number 60. Couple cars on pit road. That's Mike Whiting. Max Troen also on pit road as well. And Corey Goodall, he made his way down pit road moments ago. David Galloway Jr. and Wes Gallo inside the top 5. And also Jeff Laraway, he's in the 6th place position right now. Followed by John Zedrick the 3rd, he's in 7th. Jeffrey Belks with 8th. Derek Moore's in 9th, and Steve Moorman right now rounds out your top 10. we got one fast repair tonight, 3 sets of tires at 60% fuel. It's going to be an interesting race. We're probably going to see a lot of cautions here tonight. But pace car has pulled off. We're getting ready to go green flag racing once again.
Green flag.
And this will be lap number 9 as they pass the start-finish line. And Brandon Feeler still in the lead with Zachary Ward side by side on the outside. Right on board with Zachary Ward as they make their way to lap number 10. Zach Ward up to P2 after starting inside the top 5. How about the battle back here between Philip Beaver, Wes Gallo, and David Galloway Jr.? Those 3 trucks all in a row right now. Lap number 12 this time by across the line. Philip Beaver right now, and cautions back out. It's Brian Swope, Jerry LeGrand. Here's Brian Swope in the 69 truck. Oh, and contact between the 48 and the 69. He spins around. And then Kane Vandemark on the very inside. Oh, Mike Whiting gets hit from behind as well. Yeah, the 48 truck hit that rumble strip. Mike Whiting also got contact back there as well. There was just a parking lot in turn 4. That 48 truck hit the curb there. That was Jerry LeGrand. Alrighty, so we are on lap number 13, and Brandon Feeler still maintains the lead under caution for the second time here tonight at Martinsville Speedway. Guys, leave us a comment, say hello, let us know you're watching. We'll talk about your driver. Let us know who you're rooting for. We have David Watts out there tonight. David Watts, the number 54, new iRacing Fun League member. I believe this might be his first race out there with us tonight. A little bit of contact back there in the left or the right rear. He's going to bring it down pit road. We're on lap 16 of 150 laps here. Second caution of the night is out. We're getting ready to go green flag racing once again. They stack up 2 by 2 here at Martinsville. Pace car is about to pull off, and Brandon Feeler is going to lead them down to green. And green flag in the air. Brandon Feeler side by side with Zachary Ward with Philip Beaver right behind him. Wes Gallo just loses all the momentum on that start. It looked like he had no grip. Spun the tires. That's going to allow David Galloway Jr. to get around him on the inside, and they almost went 3 wide there. Oh, the 9 truck The 9 truck got crazy loose and just locked the brakes up on the inside there going into turn number 3. They managed to save it and keep it clean. That 9 truck was in big trouble there for a moment. He managed to save it. We also saw Derek Moore there. It looked like he almost lost control in the 911 truck. How about John Zedrick the third? Here he's up to the 7th spot here. He's moved up 8 spots from where he started, along with Derek Moore, He moved up 11 spots from where he started. Right now, Derek Moore right behind him in the 95. He's got the most positions gained at plus 11. And David Galloway Jr. goes way up the track. That's going to allow the 95 by. Don't look now, but look who's coming. Oh, the 911 goes way up the track. That's Derek Moore, who we were just speaking about. And Corey Goodall looked like he went way up the track as well. These trucks just look like they're sliding around. Mike Whiting out there in the 22 truck. Back up here, this is the battle for the lead between the 39 and the 5 truck. That's Brandon Fiedler and Zachary Ward. Right now pulling away from the rest of the field. Moving on back to 3rd, 4th, and 5th. That's Philip Beaver, Wes Gallo, and Jeffrey Bell.
Caution is out.
And
Hold
caution
your
out.
position. I know, man. I think we need to start putting like an age limit on racing or something, you know?
All right, let's take a look. Looks like the 26 of Mormon. Did he have help? That is the question. For a moment, I thought the 16 of Marty Calvert might have gotten the back of the 26, but it looked like the 26 truck just got loose by himself and lost a lot of, lost control there, lost momentum, just went up the track there, so that's why the caution came out. Alrighty, 3rd caution of the night is out on lap number 24 of 150. Jerry LeGrand is getting that free pass. He'll get the wave around. So far we've had 6 races in before tonight, and we've only had 3 different winners here in the iRacing Fun League. We got Marty Calvert, Zachary Ward, and Corey Goodall. It'll be interesting to see who's going to be the next winner of the iRacing Fun League. Really surprised it hasn't been Brandon Fiedler yet. He's been so dominant, and last season he was the champion of the series. And so far he goes winless after 6 races in the iRacing Fun League. Let's see if he can get it done here tonight at Martinsville. Trucks are stacking up 2 by 2 once again. Pace car's about to pull off. Looks like that back group of cars.
Green flag.
There we go. Green flag in the air this time by. I Am Bro says Yahoo! What's up, I Am Bros? Look at the battle between Matthew Heel and Jeffrey Belk in the 55. Now Jeffrey Belk here, pretty good at these short tracks. Oh, look at Marty Calver in the 16, trying to stick it in there. Almost went 3 wide. He's going to go way up the track. Lose a little bit of momentum there, right in front of John Ziedrich. Slammed on the brakes in the 95. We were watching this battle between Jeffrey Belk and Matthew Heel. Matthew Heel's really good at these tracks as well. The 53 truck actually won here last year at Martinsville. He is last year's winner. So it'll be interesting to see if he can get up there towards the front and go back to back. Or is it going to be Marty Calvert who goes back to back wins after winning last week? Right now, Marty Calvert is in the 7th place position. He's lost 6 spots where he started. However, he did go to the back, so he actually has gained spots. If you qualify in the pole, though, and you won last week, you get sent to the rear. And then you don't get that most positions gain anymore because technically you started in the front row. Eric Olson out here tonight in the 64 truck. Corey Goodall's going underneath. Alrighty, sorry guys, I'm not quite sure what happened there. It's like we disconnected from the racing server here. I'm not sure what all went down, but we just dropped out and had to quit out and join back in, so I apologize for that. Under caution for the 4th time here tonight, Brandon Fiedler is going to lead them once again to green with Zachary Ward on the outside. So yeah, I apologize guys, I'm not sure what happened there. We had to leave the lobby and join back in. Green flag back in the air, and it's still Brandon Fiedler. How about Wes Gallo back here up to 3rd place? Jeffrey Belk right behind him, and Marty Calvert moving all the way up to top 5 now on lap number 38. He's going to make the pass on Phillip and that number 60 truck. And then Steve Mormon here's rebounded nicely, but look at that contact between the 4 truck of Kane Vandemark. He's going to dive down the inside, and now Kane Vandemark's going to go side by side with Mike Whiting in the 22. Lap 41 this time by. Brandon Fiedler still hanging on the lead with Zachary Ward right there in P2. How about the battle back here between Jerry LeGrand and Matthew Heel. That's the 53 and 48 side by side into turn number 3. Craig Ridge right behind them in the 94. Oh, a little bit of contact almost. 48, keeping it clean. Oh, and they're wrecking on the front stretch.
Should be a caution. Caution's out.
Kane Vandemark involved. Looks like he just got loose out of turn 4, made contact with Jerry LeGrand and Derek Moore. Caution out for the 5th time here tonight, and Kane's going to tow it back to pit road. Alrighty. 5th caution of the night on lap 45. Couple cars down pit road. That's Jeffrey Belk, Mike Whiting, Jerry LeGrand, Max Troen on pit road. Also Corey Goodall, Brian Swope, Derek Moore all head down pit road as well. Lots of damage on the front end. We saw that 911 make contact with Kane Vandemark there moments ago. A little bit of front end damage. Right now, Marty Calvert up to the 4th place position. Marshall Road says, good luck to everybody racing tonight. Wish I could have been there. Marshall, where you at? I just realized you weren't even out here tonight. Alrighty, lights are off the pace car, getting ready to go green flag racing this next time by. So far, the 2 most dominant trucks most of this race, the 39 and the 5, are still on that front row on the restart. Let's see if anybody can challenge them. They're going to be coming to lap 49 this time by.
Flag.
And green flag in the air. Brandon Fiedler leads them down in lap number 1, or turn number 1, excuse me. Zachary Ward's going to fall right in line behind him. Side by side, Wes Galla and Marty Calvert go to battle. Oh, and look at that, Jeffrey Belk back there making contact with the wall. Major hard hit there on the right, and so does Jerry LeGrand. Heavy damage to the right side of that truck. We stay green flag racing, no caution. Didn't look like any trucks got turned around, so we stay caution free. How about Steve Mormon, though, in the 26 truck? He had a little bit of an incident early in the race, spun out, went towards the back, and now he's already up there in the top 5. Now he's under fire from the 53 of Matthew Heel.
Caution.
And caution is back out. David Watts involved. There's the 54. I've definitely done that a time or two. So basically what happens there is you go in a little too hot, you get on the throttle too quickly, and that rear end just comes right around. No grip. Craig Bridge Jr. in the 9th place position. He's moved up 3 spots from where he started. Jeff Laraway in the 9th spot. Looks like Craig Bridge moved up to the 8th spot under caution right now. Jeff Laraway's 9th. Mike Whiting right now is 10th. Brian Swope is in the 11th place position. Looks like Marty Calvert went down pit road. He is now back in 13th. Philip Beaver in the number 60. He is in 16th right now. Eric Olson 17th. Jeffrey Belk 18th. Derek Moore's 19th. Jerry LeGrand's out there on track. He's a lap down 20th, and Kane Vandemark has retired from the race. Alrighty, we go back to green this lap. Lights are off the pace car. Brandon Feeler has still maintained that lead as we head to lap 57 this time by. Pace car pulls in. We're getting ready to go green flag racing. Green flag in the air. Brandon Feeler, Zachary Ward still side by side. Steve Mormon, hard charger up the outside. And Zachary Ward dives down to the inside. He wants to take the inside low. Oh, makes contact with Brandon Feeler, spins him out. And caution comes back out. The 39 now in trouble. The leader gets wrecked. Jeff Laraway gets spun around there by another truck. And we got trucks losing parts out of turn 4. Brandon Feeler is not too happy with Zachary Ward right now. We're definitely going to go back and take another look at that. Zachary Ward with a big move to the inside to 39. Gets to the inside of him, just hits the quarter panel, backs the rest of the pack up. You see Wes Gallo making contact with him. And then Jeff Laraway slams on the brakes, had nowhere to go, and he gets spun around from the truck behind him. Yeah, these guys had nowhere to go. Brandon's going to lead or take it down pit road. Make some repairs to that 39 truck. Zachary Ward will be the new leader after that incident. I'm sure he didn't mean to hit him. Wes Gallo was all over the bumper of the 5. And that's what stacked up the rest of the field. Alrighty, pace car pulls off. This is going to be lap 62 this time by on the restart. We now have Zachary Ward and Wes Gallo on the front row, followed by Steve Mormon in 3rd and Matthew Heel in 4th.
Green flag.
And green flag in the air. Zachary Ward will lead them down into turn number 1. Mike Whitey gets way slowed down back there at turn 2. Not sure what happened there. Marty Calvert drops down to the inside around Jeff Laraway, makes the pass. Jeff Laraway having a pretty good night tonight. Right now, he's moved up 4 spots from where he started. He's now in 9th place. Here comes Philip Beaver on the inside of Derek Moore.
Yellow's out.
And caution back out.
Get more acclimated to it, or it's still difficult.
And it looks like Derek Moore in the 911 truck gets pushed in the wall. Derek Moore's having a rough night out there tonight. Alrighty, let's go ahead and pull up Steve Mormon and interview him. Hey Steve, it's David Blue, you got me?
Hey, yeah, how are you?
Hey man, we were watching you. We had a little bit of contact early on in the race, but you're rebounding pretty nicely. Now at the 3rd place. How is the race going for you tonight?
Yeah, up and down. Just trying to be consistent lap after lap. I don't have a ton of experience here, so my braking point is seemingly a little bit earlier than the leaders, the fast guys, but I'm just trying to keep it clean and, you know, playing the track position game right now. Before you called me up, I was trying to figure out the number to pit. I still got about 35, 37 laps of fuel left, and the more cautions we have, you know, that number will keep going up and up with my window. I might try to stretch this into a one-stop race and keep trying to play the field position game, but long way to go, so we'll see. Still got my fast repair in my pocket, which is always good to know.
Alrighty, Steve. Well, hey, good luck out there. Truck's looking fast tonight, and good luck.
Thank you.
Steve Mormon currently in the 3rd place position. We're going to go ahead and looks like we're going green flag racing this lap by, but we're going to go ahead and interview Matthew Heel here. Probably by the next caution. We're going to talk to him. That is last year's winner here at Martinsville, the 53. But Wes Gallo is going to lead them to green after Zachary Ward pitted, and he's going to be starting back in the 12th place position. Pace car is in.
flag.
And green flag back in the air, coming to lap 69 this time by Wes Gallo. Now holds the race lead as he goes side by side with Matthew Heel. And they're still side by side down the front stretch, and it's going to be Matthew Heel's going to lead a lap. He'll get some bonus points for that.
Caution.
And caution is out. Looks like Derek Moore again.
Take a deep breath.
Oh, this time he had held, and it's the 69 of Brian Swope. So the 911 on the inside of the 69 comes up, makes a little bit of contact. It's hard to say whether right rear. Yeah, it's hard to say whether that was intentional or the 911 just came up the track. Alrighty, caution's back out for the 9th time. Matthew Heel is your new race leader. We're going to go ahead and interview him. Hey, Matt, it's David of the booth. You got me?
Hey, how's it going, David?
Hey, not too bad. I see you leading this race. Congratulations. And I just wanted to give you a shout out and say, hey, last year you won this race here in the iRacing Fun League. And now I see you up there leading this thing. How's this race going for you so far?
This race is always a lot of fun. I've been doing a little bit of rubber banding all race, going from the back to the front. But now that we've commanded the lead, I think we're going to be in a pretty solid spot. However, I think me and a lot of other people near me still have one more pit stop. So I'm going to have to do it one more time. But this track combo is always, a lot of fun with the truck series. And, everybody's racing really respectful so far. I know we've had a couple scuffles, but it's very easy to track like this. And we're just having fun. And hopefully this will end up with us in victory lane. But like I said, still one more pit stop to go. So a lot of shuffling still. But putting this Hi-Fi Gaming PC, what is this, Toyota... should know what truck this is. Toyota Tundra.
Yep, you're definitely the Toyota.
Up in the front, and hopefully we can finish here as well.
All right, Matt. Well, it's good to hear from you, and congratulations. And yeah, you look like you're having a good race so far. So good luck.
Thank you. Hopefully, I'll talk to you at the end of the race.
All righty, man. Talk to you soon. All right, there's your race leader, Matthew Heel, getting ready to take them to green flag racing once again.
Green flag.
And it'll be lap 74 this time. Green flag in the air. Matthew Heel leads them down into turn number 1 with Wes Gallo right behind, or right next to him on the outside. And it's Steve Mormon and Marty Calvert side by side right behind them for P2 and P3. It looks like Philip Beaver and John Cedric back there also going to battle. And look who's coming up back to the front. It's Brandon Fiedler in the 39 truck. He's already moved his way back up to 6. After getting knocked to the rear end of the field, or at the tail end of the field. Man, I can't talk tonight. John Cedric so far having a really good night tonight in the 95. He's in the top 5 right now, plus 10.
Caution.
And caution is back out once again. Take a look here, see what happened. And it's Derek. I think we're going to go ahead and rewind that. I'm not sure what happened there. It looked like the 911 truck just came in too hot. Craig Bridge Jr. on the outside. If you just got in too hot, lock the brakes up. David Galloway Jr. is going to swerve to miss him. And caution comes out. Couple cars, or trucks, rather, on pit road. That's Matthew Heel from the race lead. He's going to bring it on pit road and top off on fuel. Was not expecting that. Also, Mike Whiting on pit road in the 22, followed by Corey Goodall's on pit road, Jerry LeGrand, John Ziedrich, Wes Gallo, all on pit road this time. And look who is taking over the race lead. It's Steve Mormon in the 26 truck, followed by Marty Calvert. He's got some fast trucks right behind him. He's going to have to hold on to that race lead. We got a dominant truck right behind him who's won several races this year and last year's champion in the 39 truck. And then Philip Beaver in the 60 is in fourth. Zachary Ward, who is the previous champion before Brandon, in the 5. No pressure, Steve. Let's see how you do up there to the front. Alrighty, looks like we got one more lap of caution before we go back to racing. We're on lap number 80, coming to 81 this time by. Right now, David Watson, the 54. He's moved up into the 7th place position. He is now plus 13 from where he started. John Ziedrich is going to get shuffled back to the 16th place position in the 95. Alrighty, Steve Mormon leading them to green this time on lap number 82. He's going to lead them down at turn number 1 with Marty Calvert on the outside. Marty got a huge start. He's going to make the pass on Steve Mormon down the backstretch. And look at Brandon Feeler to the inside. Look at the big pass to the 26 with Zachary Ward right behind him. And he's going to drive it down the inside. 39 and 26 go side by side out of turn 2. Zachary Ward looking to make a pass in the 39 truck. He's wasting no time trying to get back there to the lead. And it looked like we had a spinner. There was smoke on the track. It looks like we stay green. Marty Calvert is your new race leader. Lap 86 this time, or 85 this time. Lots of smoke on the track. I keep thinking there's a truck spinning. These guys are locking them up. Sliding these trucks in. And we saw the 911 get hard on the brakes into that last caution. And then spun it out going into turn number 1. Look at the power move by the 95 and John Ziedrich. He's going to make the pass. Zachary Ward's moved up to the 2nd place position after making the pass on Brandon Feeler. How about David Galloway Jr. and Jeffrey Belk side by side? This is the battle for 5th and 6th. Looks like Corey Goodall has some contact back here. Let's take a look at it. This was a couple laps ago. Oh, there it is. Also, Brian Swope, 69. Goes into turn 3, loses control. You can see him hard on the wheel, trying to keep it straight. right under our caution for the 11th time tonight. 91 laps of 150. Marty Calvert has the lead with Zachary Ward in second. Philip Beaver is currently third. David Galloway Jr. is fourth. Matthew Heels fifth. Followed by Jeffrey Belk, who's in sixth. Max Troen is seventh. John Zener in third is eighth. Derek Moore is in ninth. Greg Bridge Jr. is in 10th. Jeff Laraway is 11th. Jerry LeGrand is P12. Wes Gallo 13th. Eric Olson 14th. And Mike Whiting is 15th. Eric Olson's going to bring it down pit road in the 64 truck. Also Corey Goodall bringing down pit road, and David Watts on pit road as well. Alrighty, pace cars pulled in.
Green flag.
Green flag in the air as we head to lap number 94. This time by Marty Calvert leads him down in turn one with Zachary Ward right there on the outside. Zachary Ward's going to fall in line right behind him. Philip Beaver to third. Look at Matthew Heel charging up with the 53 truck. He's currently in fourth.
Caution, caution.
And caution back
What
out.
do you think, bud? You think you're all right out there?
And Wes Gallo sends the 71 truck up the track. And it looked like Jerry LeGrand also got a little bit of contact from that as well. Right there. Mike Whiting also involved. Let's take a look. Oh, and Steve Mormon just kind of stuck it in there on the inside of the 22. Mike Whiting's not too happy right now. Marty Calvert hanging on to the lead. Lap number 97. 12 cautions here at Martinsville. I don't know if that's a record, but it does not surprise me. Usually these races are a caution fest. This is one hard track to race at, guys. If you've ever watched these races before, Martinsville is one of the hardest races on the schedule just because how short it is and how narrow the track is. Trying to pass here is pretty rough, but also you do a lot of hard braking and then accelerating to back to hard braking, and it's just hard to kind of get a rhythm down. And then you got to watch out for 20 some odd cars all around you as this race goes on. Everybody with different racing lines, different braking lines. Throw that all into this little tiny narrow track and it makes for a lot of chaos. So that's what you see here on track. The lights are off. The pace car is about to pull off here.
green.
Green flag in the air on lap number 99. Marty Calvert to the lead. Matthew Hill's moving up through the field nicely, back to where he was. Everybody kind of minding their P's and Q's this time by. And look at John Zedrick. Oh, and there's cautions coming out again. John Zedrick just sent it hard down into turn number 1. And we're going to go ahead and take another look at that. Watch the 95 right behind Jeffrey Belk. Jeffrey Belk up there towards the wall. John Zedrick just sent it in hard into turn number 1. Got to the inside of the 55 right there. Alrighty, caution back out again for the 13th time this night. Lap 103 of 150. Alright, let's see if we can interview David Watts here. Hey David, it's David up with you. Got me? You there, David? David?
Hey.
Hey,
Yes,
is
sir.
this your first race here tonight, Night Racing Fun League?
Yes, sir.
Hey man, looks like you're doing pretty good out there. You were up there in the top 10 for a little while, had a little bit of run-in with a couple of trucks, but how are you enjoying tonight's race so far?
Oh, I'm having a great time.
Hey, well thanks for joining us, and good to see you out there. Loving the paint scheme,
appreciate
by
it.
the way.
Oh, thank you. That's my son. Thank you.
Alrighty, David, good luck out there.
Thank you.
So you heard it from David Watts in the 54, first race this season with us. Alrighty, lights are off the pace car. We're going to go green flag racing once again on lap number 106. What are you guys thinking about tonight's race so far? Lots of cautions. Who do you think is going to win it here tonight at Martinsville? Is it going to be Marty Calvert going back-to-back? Will Matthew Heel go back-to-back after winning it last year? Or will Brandon Fiedler end that winless streak? Zachary Ward's looking really fast here tonight in the 5. That's if Marty Calvert can keep him behind him. It's going to be an interesting race to see who can pull away. Philip Beaver up in the wall there. He's going to lose a lot of spots, and they're going to go 3 wide, and then you saw contact between the 94 and the 95. Everybody straightened out and maintained their speed. That could have been a lot worse than what it was. David Galloway Jr. up to the 4th place position. Under fire from Brandon Fiedler right behind him, the 39 truck. There goes Brandon Feeler to the inside. He's going to make the pass on the 9 through turns 3 and 4. And he's going to move up to P4. Top 5 cars kind of all just minding their business as they make their way around the track. While the rest of the field's kind of all bunched up. Oh, and hard contact between Craig Bridge Jr. back here.
It's all on you, man. It's all on you. You make the call here.
We just saw that Max Troen hard in the wall. Oh, so the 95 got loose and made contact with the 94. Let's take another look. Watching Max Troen here, the number 8. Yeah, it looked like the 95 spun out. And then the 94 made contact with him, and the 3 of those trucks just kind of all bunched up. "14 cautions tonight. Craig is going to bring it down pit road, along with Corey Goodall. Hey, David. It's David Booth. You got me?
What's going on, buddy?
Hey, man, you're showing a lot of speed, that number 9 truck. How's tonight's race going so far? Did you just pit recently?
Yeah, I actually just came out. It's going about as expected for the first time here. We're fast. It's just trying to dodge the wrecks and hopefully stay up front and trying to get a good, somewhat of a green flag run here going. We're hoping to try to get back up there as soon as we can and see what we got for the rest of the race. I feel like we're top 5 truck, or at least the top 10 where we've been all race. We'll see what we got for the last 30, 35 laps.
Awesome. Yeah, keep it clean, and you're doing a great job. We definitely seen you pull off some really cool passes here tonight, and you're running inside the top 5 before that caution came out and looking really fast. So good luck, David.
Thank you.
All right, there's Dave Galloway Jr., number 9 truck. We're getting ready to go green flag racing, not to cut him short. Let's get back up here to the front, where it's Matthew Heel and Brandon Feeler side by side on lap number 117. Matthew Heel is going to lead them down. He gets a big jump on the restart. There are 3 wide at the back there towards Eric Olson. And caution comes back out once again for the 15th time tonight. It looked like the 55 and Zachary Ward. It's crazy because iRacing will throw cautions for things that are questionable, and other things they will not. And right now we're watching Zachary Ward and Jeffrey Belk here. So the 5 made contact with the 55 there. Matthew Heel back to the point. That is your race leader, the 53. David Watts is going to get the free pass. We have 20 trucks on track. Kane Vandemark is the only truck off track out of the race. Man, just when you think you have this race all figured out, it still could be anybody's race. We've seen Zachary Ward pretty dominant tonight, Brandon Fiedler pretty dominant, as well as Marty Calvert has been dominant, but Marty Calvert right now is in the 10th place position. On Derek Moore, you know, he's had a lot of run-ins here and there throughout the track. He is inside the top 10, running 6th place right now in that 911 car. Like the saying goes, caution's precautions, and that's definitely true here at Martinsville. Once you hit a couple, they just keep coming, they don't stop. But this race is definitely winding down, so track position matters. You definitely want to have good track position here within the last 20 laps. Pace car is pulled off.
Green, green, green.
And Matthew Heel will lead them once again at the line, coming to lap 122. Wes Gallo all over the bumper, the 53 this time by. And Wes Gallo is going to make the pass on Brandon Fiedler. Derek Moore shoving it in there in the 911 truck. He's going to go up into the top 5. Right now he's in 5th. This is the leader looking back at the rest of the field. Wes Gallo trying to maintain that position of second, and caution back out. Derek Moore involved once again. Let's take a look. So right now, Steve Moorman in the 911 truck. They're going to spin around in turn 1 and 2. So Jerry LeGrand was the first truck that crashed here. Lost control. Let's take a look. He's the 48 black and yellow truck. Into turn number 1, they were 3 wide. Yeah, it looks like they were trying to stick it 3 wide there and they just couldn't get it. John Zedrick on the inside. Philip Beaver, looks like maybe a little bit of contact there. Alrighty, so caution is out for the 16th time here tonight. Wes Gallo up to P2. Brandon Fiedler is 3rd, and it looks like David Watts gets the free pass once again. Pretty soon he'll be back on the lead lap. How about Jeffrey Belk in the 55? Has a lot of damage to the rear end of that truck, but he has now moved up inside the top 5. He's currently 4th. 24 laps to go here tonight at Martinsville. Right now, Matthew Heel is leading with Wes Gallo in 2nd, Brandon Fiedler's 3rd, Jeffrey Belk's 4th. David Galloway Jr., who we spoke to moments ago, he is inside the top 5. I was telling, man, that 9 truck is looking really fast here at Martinsville. He's got Zachary Ward right next to him, along with Marty Calvert. You can hang with these guys, you definitely got a fast truck. Alrighty, lights are off the pace car. We're going to go green flag racing this time by. It'll be 22 laps to go at the line.
Green flag.
And green flag back in the air. Matthew Heel. Oh, and then Wes Gallo way up the. Whoa! Caution back out. Huge wreck.
Sorry, caution, caution.
And we've had multiple trucks wrecking here tonight in turn 1. So I'm not quite sure what happened there with Brandon Fiedler, but he was way up the track in the wall. It's going to take us a while to dissect this. We're going to have to figure out what happened here. I think the 07 missed a shift. I think that's what happened. We're going to go ahead and back that up one more time. But the 07 of Wes Gallo here on the inside, looks like he missed a shift. He hits the wall. That's going to stack up the outside lane, and then the 55 is going to get spun around from Zachary Ward, and then the rest of the field just gets collected in the chaos. Marty Calvert here in 16. This is off the restart. Man, heavy hit in the 16. Yeah, so it looked like the 07 of Wes Gallo missed a shift. That backed up the whole outside row, and then Jeffrey Belcott run over from Zachary Ward from behind, and then the rest of the field just kind of got collected in the chaos. So 18 laps to go at the line, this time by under caution for the 17th time here tonight at Martinsville. Thank you guys all for tuning in here. Leave a comment, say hello, let us know who you're rooting for. We can try and pull up your driver. I like to try and interview them under caution, but let us know who you're rooting for here tonight. Like I said earlier, is it going to be Matthew Heel going back-to-back? He won this race last year in 2024. Or is Brandon Fiedler going to snap his winless streak this year in the 2025 season? Or are we going to have a new iRacing Fun League member winner? We got David Galloway Jr. and Wes Gallo back there in 3rd and 4th.
Green flag.
Also Steve Mormon back there in 5th place looking for his first win. But green flag in the air. Matthew Heel's going to send it down to turn number 1, while David Galloway Jr. and Brandon Fiedler battled out for 2nd and 3rd. Lots of smoke in turn 1. We stay green flag racing. "15 laps to go here at Martinsville, and Brandon Fiedler's all over the bumper of the 53. And David Galloway Jr. right there in the mix in 3rd. Oh, and the 39 kind of bumps the 53 of Matthew Heel up out of the way with a big move in turn number 1 and 2. And look at the 9. He's now up to 2nd place, wants that lead away from the 39. He wants his first win of the year as well. These two guys, all 3 of these trucks inside the top 3 are winless in 2025. Let's see who's going to get their first win of the year. 13 laps to go. This race is not over yet, I guarantee you. Oh, and the 9 gets sideways into turn number 3. Caution's going to come out. David Galloway Jr. was doing so well. Oh, I feel for him. David Galloway Jr. lost control, spun it out in turn number 3. Down the backstretch they go. This is the battle for the lead. Just sent it in there a little bit too hard. Matthew Heal's going to avoid him on the inside along with the rest of the field. And it looked like Corey Goodall came by. Made some contact with the 9 here. Right there. Right under caution. All right, Corey Goodall going to bring it down pit road. Looks like David Watts will also get the next wave around as well. David Watts is now back on the lead lap in the 54. Man, I feel so bad. David Galloway Jr. was having a great race tonight, showing a lot of speed in that truck. Now we got 10 laps to go. He really did have a really fast truck. He was making moves and passes and getting up there towards the front. And with just a handful of laps to go in this race, what could have been. It's still not over yet, though. We still got a lot of racing left to go. But these laps here with 10 to go are going to wind down pretty quickly. And I don't believe this is our last caution of the night. Right now, Brandon Fiedler has the race lead. Green flag in the air. Brandon Fiedler is going to lead them down to turn number 1. The 53 truck a little loose off the start, but they're going to go side by side into 1. And Fiedler is going to get the jump off of the turn 2 here to take the lead down the backstretch, and they're wrecking, and it's Corey Goodall.
Good job, bud. Tell me what you got quickly.
Brian Swope, David Galloway Jr. I feel for the 9. He was trying to get back up there to the front, doing everything he could. It looked like he kind of, right here, went to the inside, trying to make a pass, was looking, but then looks like the 69 might have gotten into the 333. Yeah, it was 3 and almost 4 wide there. Really nowhere to go. Looked like the 69 might have came up in the 333. I still don't believe that's the last caution of the night with 6 laps to go. Oh man. This race is definitely winding down. 5 laps to go at the line under caution for the 19th time here tonight at Martinsville. Brandon Fiedler has the race lead over Matthew Heel. Steve Mormon is 3rd. Philip Beavers 4th. Wes Gallo rounds out your top 5. question is, can Brandon Fiedler get his first win of the 2025 season here tonight at Martinsville? He's going to have to hold off Matthew Heel, who has been really good at these short tracks. And he's looking really good to win here tonight to go back-to-back after winning last year's Martinsville race. Alrighty, pace car has pulled off.
Green flag.
And green flag in the air. It's 3 laps to go at the line. Matthew Heel gets a big jump on the restart. Matthew Heel is going to take the white flag. Oh, one more lap. I'm sorry. False alarm. Matthew Heel is going to take the white flag this time by. White flag in the air. One more lap to go. Matthew Heel has the lead over Brandon Fiedler. And they're wrecking. And white flag in the air. No caution. We stay caution free. Checkered flag in the air. Matthew Heel has won it over Brandon Fiedler. And Zachary Ward comes home P3. What a chaotic ending. Parts flying everywhere. There's trucks wrecking all over the place. The 69 has a total bent front end. Oh man, what a chaotic race. Alrighty, Matthew Heel is your race winner. Congratulations. He goes back-to-back after winning it last year in the 2024 season. We'll go ahead and pull him up here in just a moment and congratulate him on a win. Hey Matthew, David Booth, you got me?
Hey, how's it going, David?
Hey, congratulations. Going back-to-back after winning here last year in 2024. Man, what a race, though. How did it go?
That was a lot of fun. I thought my race was over with about 15 laps to go. Brandon laid the bumper to me and shoved me out of the groove. And I thought I was headed towards the outside wall, and somehow the car just corrected and I hanged on to it. I was pretty red in the eyes that I was going to get back to him, and I was probably going to move him for the win. I didn't want to make it dirty. And then the restart just kind of played out where, you know, both of the cars were spinning their tires on the restarts and everybody was just getting so aggressive there. So what I actually did is I just kind of laid off of the throttle. I let him spin his tires and then I just kind of went. I appreciated him not, you know, diving in the first corner and just taking me out, and we were able to secure a win. But man, this car track combo was just so fun. I think, you know, even with the cautions tonight, I think everybody ran a pretty decent race, and this is a lot of fun, and keeping the streak of top 2 finishes with the truck series going. So you guys definitely need to run some more trucks, because this is like the only thing I'm good at. But I appreciate you up in the broadcast booth putting this on, and appreciate everybody for showing up. I had a lot of fun tonight, and if next week isn't next gen, I'll be here as well.
Right, yeah, I definitely prefer the trucks over everything else. I mean, I do like Xfinity here and there, but yeah, these trucks are a lot of fun, and like it's good to see you out there racing with us as well. Thanks for coming back and racing, and man, talk about that move by Brandon Fiedler bumping you out of the way. Man, we've had so many cautions. I kept saying to myself, this isn't the last one. This isn't the last one. And it seemed like if you did get kind of bumped back there, shuffled around the field, you kind of still had opportunities to get to the front. We've seen so many different trucks make their way back up through the field, but it's still good to see that the fast trucks made their way towards the front row there.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, but the pit strategy just really jumbled stuff up. So my strategy was to pit as soon as the window was open, and then I would have the fuel to make it to the end. However, if somebody like Brandon, who did have a couple lap fresher tires, and I know the 16 and the 5 both had fresher tires in me, if they would have made their way back up through the field, I think they definitely would have gotten me. But just circumstances played in my favor tonight, and I was able to kind of hold on to that one. I thought after we got moved that we were done. So got to apologize again to the 60. I feel bad kind of getting into him earlier in the race, but besides that, I think I pretty much ran a mistake-free race. So really happy. I don't run these trucks that often, but just to come and notch a win in one of my favorite leagues to race in is just is pretty cool. And I enjoy racing here, and hopefully we'll have more races here in the future.
Alrighty, Matt. Hey, congratulations on your win tonight at Martinsville. Awesome job, and thanks for racing with us, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you for putting this on.
Alrighty, man. You have a good weekend. We'll talk to you soon.
You as well.
All right, there you heard it from race winner Matthew Heel, and the 53 truck gets his win here for the first time in the 2025 season. He went back to back. He won here last year at Martinsville. And let's go ahead and pull up our second place finisher, Brandon Feeler, and let's interview him. Hey, Brandon, stay with the booth. You got me?
Yeah, it's up, David.
Hey, man, you put on a heck of a race, battled really hard. It could have gone so many different ways for so many different drivers, but still a runner-up finisher here tonight. Congratulations on that. Walk us through tonight how to go for you.
Started off really, really well. Got to lead a lot of laps. Then had the little incident with Zach. Nothing I can complain about. It was just a racing deal. And then got to kind of learn a lot about coming through the field and everything like that, and where my weak points and everything were. And tried to put that to my advantage when I took the fast repair, and I just happened to fight my way all the way back up to the lead for a little bit, and then just a little bit of unfortunateness with the restart there at the end of the race.
Yeah, I was going to say, you definitely put on a really good race. We watched you had a couple incidents here and there throughout, but you still rebounded really nicely. And then you had that one move there towards the end of the race for the lead. And, man, you definitely put on a good show for us up here in the booth. It was a good race to watch. You had a lot of fun watching you guys. But, yeah, just Brandon, you did a great job. That Matthew Heel, though, man, he just lights out fast tonight.
Yeah, and he got a little, like I said, he got a little bit of a better restart than I did at the end there. I went back and watched the replay, and he got a lot more of a roll than I did. And from then on, I could catch him or could get as close as I could rolling into the middle of the corner, but he could pull me off the corner. Yeah, I'll definitely take a second place after a couple of, I would say, tumultuous weeks of finishing 8th and then wrecking out the week before that. So second place is I'll take it. I'll take it.
I was going to say, yeah, was it Vegas that it didn't go your way? You finished towards the back of the field, or what was it?
Yeah, Vegas, I got caught up in an incident. And when I took it to pit road, that's when I learned that iRacing must have updated somewhat recently. And if you have over a certain amount of time on for your pit repair, that the crew chief now will tell you that there's too much damage and they can't repair the car.
Oh, good to know. I didn't know that. I just learned something new.
Yeah, that's something I learned too. I'm like, I guess I'm done for the night.
All righty, Brandon. Well, thanks for talking with us, and congrats on P2. I know you're looking for your first win tonight here in the 25 season, but hey, congratulations. Still really good race tonight.
Yeah, thank you. And I wanted to give a shout out real quick to my aunt and cousins who are watching out in Colorado. My uncle passed away this past Sunday, so I was hoping to bring back a win for him tonight, but came up just a little bit short. But I just wanted to tell everyone out there that we love them very much, and that but we're very sorry about what happened.
All righty, good to hear from you, Brandon. Thank you for that, and yeah, same goes for me too as well. Keep them in thoughts and prayers. Hey, congratulations, and have a good weekend, man. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, you too.
Alrighty, guys, there you heard it from Brand Feeler, who comes home P2 in the 39 truck. We're going to go ahead and interview third place finisher, which was Zachary Ward. We'll pull him up in the booth. Hey, Zach, it's David in the booth. You got me?
Hey, David, what's up?
Hey, P3, what a roller coaster of a race, man. You went from the front to the back to the front so many times. Man, it was interesting because I was saying to Matthew about how all the fast trucks seem to find their way to the front, but actually rebounded if anything happened. But how did it go for you tonight? I know you didn't come up P1, but third place, still a really good race for you.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a up and down night. I'm happy with a P3 after the last couple weeks. It's been finishing outside the top 10. I don't think I've finished inside the top 10 since Coda, so it's good to finally get a good finish. But yeah, I mean, it was a little frustrating, obviously not being able to get any long runs. My driving style is not really that aggressive, so I kind of get hurt on the short runs. If we would have got a string of couple long runs, I feel like I would have had something for those guys. I felt like every time we got like a 10-lap run, by the time I would close back up to whoever was leading, caution would come out. I know there's once I was underneath Marty and the caution came out, and then there was another couple times where I was catching Brandon at the beginning, and then the yellows would come out. So, but you know what they say, man. That's short track racing.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was laughing about that earlier. Was that you that shared that, yeah, that was you.
Yeah,
But
the Denny.
one thing I wanted to ask you is, yeah, speaking of how there's no really long runs in this race tonight, how do you set up a strategy for the race? I mean, with you getting so many cautions back to back, how do you even manage to set up a strategy at all? Do you have a strategy, or do you kind of just wing it?
I mean, I was kind of just like, I mean, from the start of the race, I'm pretty sure everybody knew you could do it on one stop. You had to stop at least once for fuel. Um, the window was like 85 laps, and I think there was like probably like 93, 94 to go, and Marty pitted, and I almost pitted because I mean we knew that there was going to be more yellows, so obviously you could save a little bit of fuel under yellow. And then like that would have been the winning strategy because it was so hard to pass the leader, but with all the yellows and then wrecks and like us getting caught up and stuff, so that was my strategy. I was going to try to get close to the window to make it the rest of the way and then pit and then just kind of stay out the rest of the race, but you know, short track stuff happened. Can't hear you if you're talking. Think you might be muted.
Yep, sorry about that. Yep. So, anyways, I was saying, all things considered, though, still congratulations on P3. After all things considered, tonight's race was just chaotic, and I couldn't believe we had
Yeah.
what 20 cautions out here tonight.
Yeah, I didn't even get the count yet, but I know it was a lot. I don't think we had a double digit lap count for a green flag run, so
Yeah, that was
but
nuts. I want to say that's probably
yeah.
the record now.
Yeah, it was a rough one, but definitely looking forward to Darlington next week.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
that's
Darlington's one of those tracks that I've been really looking forward to watching, and man, it's definitely with your history there. That's definitely one we're gonna be watching you.
yeah, that Darlington, Homestead, and Michigan are probably my three best tracks. So definitely have high expectations for next week.
All right, man. We'll put in that practice, which you don't really need it. But congratulations, P3 tonight, and we'll see you next week at Darlington. Have a good weekend.
Appreciate it. You too, David. Thank you for broadcasting it.
No problem. Thank you, Zach.
No problem.
Alrighty, guys. There's P3. Let's go ahead and pull up P4, which was Wes Gallo. Let's pull him up in the booth. Hey, Wes, it's Dave in the booth. You got me?
I sure do. How goes it, guys?
Hey, man. P3 or P4. Sorry, P4 tonight. Not too bad. I saw you up there leading some laps and going head to head with some of these guys, and not too bad of a finish after all things considered tonight's race.
Today had it all, but I really don't know if I just played the track position game well or if I actually had pace. But given how everything went, I had P4. That's as close to a win. That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was talking to some of these other guys and how there's so many different trucks that led this race and kind of got wrecked or went to the back and went to the front, and it seemed like you can kind of get your way back up there, but there wasn't that many long green flag runs to kind of separate yourself from the field, so everybody's kind of bunched up all the time.
Yeah, that's kind of where I wasn't really sure. I'm happy with the result, but if we had even 50 laps of green flag, I really don't think that I would have stayed too far up there. But it was a really, really hard race to judge. I did lead some laps on pace, but that was after a handful of the noticeably quicker trucks took care of themselves.
Definitely. But hey, man, you're having a good run this season so far. Definitely have a lot of consistency with your top fives going. So that's got to be a good point stay moving forward. And, Martinsville is one of those tracks, either wreck it or, you win it. So you did great. I mean, good point stay moving forward.
Yeah, my lofty goal for Martinsville tonight going in was actually just so to not be facing the wrong way on track at any point during the race. And I don't. Yeah, no, I don't think I ever spun out. So that's as good as a win.
Yeah, that's a win-win right there in my book.
Yeah, I got. I'm looking at it right now. I got one finish outside of, or in double digits. Everything else is 6th, 4th, 3rd. Yeah. So, we're getting there. We're just gonna show consistency and hope to do something into the playoffs.
Definitely. Yep, that's going to be the time to shine, especially. But hey, congratulations on a top 5 here tonight in Martinsville.
Thank you, thank you. Got a throwback race next week. I got all my team cars done, and I'm very, very excited to show them all off.
I was going to say you probably got a lot of work ahead, but you already got them all finished, you said?
I was actually way ahead of schedule this time. Mine's been done for probably 2 months now, and I finished the last of my 6 teammates this past week. Their promo pictures are all ready to go. All I got to do is drop them and run them next week.
Alrighty, well, we can't wait to see them, and we'll have to definitely check them all out and show them all off for you.
Hell yeah. Catch you next week.
Alrighty, man. Have a good weekend. We'll talk to you soon.
You too. See ya.
All right, there's 4th place finisher Wes Gallo, and then top 5. Let's go ahead and pull up Philip Beaver and interview him here momentarily. Hey, Philip, it's David in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir, man.
Hey, top 5 finish. How did you pull that one off after everything that happened here tonight?
Grace of God, I don't know. That's a rough one. Martinsville is one of those tracks I love to watch, but I hate driving. Just, man, it was just trying to stay off of people, and and sometimes things just happen. I got into Marty, so that one's killing me, but he assured me it was an accordion thing. Yeah, just tried to keep our head down and really just got the right breaks at the right time. It was nothing I did.
Well, I will say, after everything that happened throughout this race tonight, I definitely saw your truck up there in the mix, at least inside the top 5 many times, and you definitely were showing a lot of speed in that truck. This is just one of those races that, man, you really just got to try and avoid all the chaos. It's almost like a mini Talladega where, you're not going that rate of speed, but just all the wrecks and cautions after cautions. And I think tonight was probably the record for most amount of cautions in this league. But yeah, it's just one of those tracks. It's hard to avoid everybody else around you, and there's not really those long green flag runs to try and break away from the field, so you're kind of stuck with everybody all around you all the time.
Yeah, it's you're exactly right. It's just a lot of it comes to luck, and honestly, a lot of it comes down to as many restarts as we had, which lane you got put in. If you were on the bottom, you were gained 2 or 3 spots. If you were up top, you were fighting for your life, and I had some delusions of grandeur there near the end. It was one of maybe the next to last restart. I was 3rd, and I saw Fiedler and Hill ahead of me, and I knew there was some beef there from a previous incident. And I told Marty, I said, "These guys are going to take each other out," and I'm sitting in the catbird seat. But it didn't work out.
Yeah, that sounds about right. But yeah, I was gonna say, um, I just lost all train of thought for a second. But yeah, I was gonna say like
Welcome to my world.
I was gonna say yeah, I almost wish that iRacing or somehow we could implement like the choose cone rule because like man,
Yeah.
you could pick the inside and then try and work the inside around the track and then hey, if you're 4 guys in front of you went inside, you could gain a bunch of track position in that aspect as well. But I mean that'd be pretty cool if they could implement that in one way or another.
Yeah, I agree. I really wish that that was a feature they could put in. But yeah, I feel like I was an 8th to 10th place truck tonight and lucked into a top 5. So I will take it and not look back.
Yep, I don't blame you. Top five's pretty respectable in my book, especially at Martinsville. And man, it's just one of those nights. It's still a good feeling to finish inside the top five after everything.
Yes, sir, it is. So
Alrighty, Philip. Hey, thanks for talking with us, and thanks for coming out and racing with us here tonight in Martinsville. Congratulations on a top five, and hope you have a good weekend, man. We'll talk to you next week at Darlington.
same to you, man, and thanks to you too.
Alrighty, have a good weekend.
Yes, sir.
There you have it, Philip Beaver coming home P5 tonight. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Matthew Heel is your big race winner. Winner chicken dinner in the 53 truck. I want to thank you all for coming out here, watching us, leaving a comment. Thank you, I Am Bros, Marshall Rhodes, and everybody else for tuning in. We'll see you next week at Darlington. It's throwback weekend. We're going to show off all the cool paint schemes, and we'll interview a couple of the guys for the race gets started. We'll see if we could do a little special pre-race ceremony for that race gets started, and we'll see if we can get on here with some extra time. But that's going to do it for tonight, guys. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you next Thursday at Darlington.